Hello and welcome back to another video on SW Fight Hub. We are going to be discussing Daniel Dubois being upgraded to full IBF champion. So he's now going to be making a defense against Anthony Joshua on September the 21st at Wembley. We're going to be discussing my thoughts on the IBF and the situation of Alexander Usyk having to give up and vacate his belt. So Usyk beat Tyson Fury on May the 17th, around about 5 weeks ago, something like that, absolute maximum, to become the first undisputed heavyweight champion of the world since Lennox Lewis 25 years ago. I know Filip Hrgovic was in line for a long time for the IBF, to which Daniel Dubois obviously took that from him, beating him on the 5 versus 5 card. But my issue with boxing and my issue with the IBF here is, Alexander Usyk is universally recognized as the heavyweight champion of the world. He's beat Dubois, he's beat Fury, he's beat Anthony Joshua. So he is the heavyweight champion of the world. He's the best heavyweight in the world right now. He should be the only one who's recognized as heavyweight champion. I'm not taking anything away from Daniel Dubois. Ultimately, he's won the belt via an email from the IBF. But what stinks to me and what I don't like is that, for me, the IBF have seen this situation coming for a long time. They know full well who has been in line to fight for this belt, and they know his position, and his name's Anthony Joshua. So they would have known for a while now that it would either be Joshua Dubois or Joshua Hrgovic. So the IBF want their percentage. They're going to be getting a hell of a lot of money for Joshua versus Dubois for the IBF Heavyweight Championship. They're also going to be, they'll be fully aware of, if Joshua wins that, which the IBF will be hoping for, that he's then probably going to go into an undisputed heavyweight championship fight, midway through or the start of 2025 against Fury or Usyk, and they'll by all means be hoping for Tyson Fury. So they're going to get their sanctioning fee potentially twice in 6 months, a fully ridiculous amount of money. This is where the rhetoric comes from. There's too many belts in boxing, whatever it may be. Just don't like the way that, the WBA, WBC, and WBO have no problem with, the rematch happening for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. Usyk's belts are still, barely warm, and he's having to give them up. We want to see undisputed heavyweight championship fights. One fight in a quarter of a century is not good enough. We need to see these fights, and obviously Turkey's played a part in bringing those together. Like it or not, ultimately his money allowed us to see Tyson Fury against Alexander Usyk. He is sick himself, I'd imagine, of the politics in boxing, hence the chat of his, fight league, where I'd imagine it'd be a more UFC-based model where there's one champion in each division. But, if that's going to be the case, I'd much rather there be one champion in each division than people winning belts via email. And, it's just clear as day to see that the sanctioning bodies just want their percentage, and they're willing to do whatever they can to get that. So the IBF, having had a huge payday on May the 18th, whenever Fury Usyk was, and then they're going to get another huge one on September the 21st, and then they're going to be going again for an undisputed fight, probably, with Joshua if he beats Dubois, which is what they're all going to be hoping for. So, for me, the whole thing stinks. Alexander Usyk is the heavyweight champion of the world. Daniel Dubois, it's not his fault that he was upgraded via an email. But yeah, IBF just want their heavy percentage. The same way the sanctioning bodies have always been. It's anything for a pound note. It's anything for dollars in the bank. It's not for the integrity of the sport. It's not for the fans of the sport. It should be. Alexander Usyk should still be undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. He earned that right, and winning belts via emails and. It's just clear as day to see what happens. So let me know in the comments, guys. Let me know what you think. Have the IBF made the right decision by enforcing Usyk to vacate or give up his belt? Do Dubois and AJ deserve to be fighting for the IBF Heavyweight Championship of the world? And what do you think about the fact that the IBF seem that they're just looking to be attached to the Joshua fight, then looking to get back into an undisputed next year, whereas the other sanctioning bodies seem to be okay with Usyk keeping the belts. So thanks for watching. As always, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Catch you next time.